Hi.
Hello, I'm Dumag Grobank, best and prettiest smith in town. I know the secret art of forging amber. Here, take this list. It explains what I need.
Oh, right, with amber.
Amber is a resin found in root system tunnels and on gnarls. When treated properly, it is especially suited to lightweight weapons and armor. I alone know the ancient art of forging amber. I can even craft you magical items.
I have a lot of that. Unfortunately, I left it back home because I was a little bit over-encumbered. But he sells it's magical items. That's going to be fun. So what magical items do you have?
Before my master passed on, she hid countless matrices in the world, there to soak up the magical essence of our world. As my master has done, so will I, before I pass on. Find me one of these matrices and enough amber, and I will craft you a magical item.
Sounds good to me. Have you heard any rumors?
I've heard there's someone in Highcross trying to catalog every living thing in the Isles.
I've heard that too. Let me see what you have to sell.
Always a good idea to protect yourself. I can help with that.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Remember, come to me for all your crafting needs.
Yeah, that looks really cool. Very insectoid and whatnot. And the amber material list. With a bow. Pretty good. I wonder if the bow is better than the other bow. Because I think that you can make a bow with Madness Ore. But I'm not 100% sure. Is he after me right now? I'm so sorry. I'm looking into your room. I am so rude. It's just par for the course, really. Anyway. Moving on. Let's look into Falling Awake. Why all the places are blinking? It's weird. So, to find a place for that fool to sleep. There's a place up here. Maybe?
Speak quickly, mortal.
It's a person.
I don't belong here. I'm not crazy, not like the rest of them. They watch me, you know.
I need a place to sleep outside.
It's just one more way they try to get me to get all special in the head, right? Make me sleep outside and everything. I don't belong here, really. What I would do for a warm bed. Soon I'll be leaving here. As soon as I can figure out how to leave without them noticing.
Can you switch beds with this person?
Why would he want to sleep in a bedroll and give me his bed? Sounds queer. I bet it's just another trick to get my head all twisted round. Trade places? A bed under a roof for a bedroll under the stars? Sure. I don't trust you.
Don't worry.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I mean, wrong spell.
Blessings of the Mad God.
Absolutely.
Well, it sounds fishy, but I suppose I can trust you. I'm sure I'll regret this later, but yeah. Sure, fine. I'm tired of sleeping outside. Tell him I'll sleep in his bed, and he can sleep in mine.
Sounds good to me.
I'm leaving. I've got to find a way out of here.
Through his bed. Wee-hee-hee. Oh, I didn't mean to level my acrobatics up.
Have you found me a safe place outside to sleep yet?
Yes, you can. I have.
You found a place for me to sleep? Outside under the stars, too small to fall and hurt me? Excellent. Tell me more.
You just need to switch places with Uungor.
Really? And it's a safe place? Not at the bottom of a tall wall? Oh, that's a great idea. That sounds perfect. Well, I guess if he's not afraid of the walls falling on him, he won't care when they do. Can't save everyone, can we?
And about my reward?
Oh, yes, my pardons. But what can I give you? Oh, here, take this scroll. I was going to use it when the walls fell on me and I got trapped, but now I don't need it anymore.
Huh. Goodbye.
See you later.
His portrayal of a phobia is incorrect. In the sense that he doesn't have a phobia, he's just misinformed.
What? Oh, hello.
I wouldn't be caught.
So he's irrationally afraid of the walls falling on him. And I say irrationally because the walls don't fall on people or otherwise. They just don't fall. However, he is convinced that the walls do fall, which isn't the same thing as being irrationally afraid of something. It's a rationalization.
Speak quickly, mortal.
I'm trying to. It's the rationalization of a fear that he has, for sure. We found the palace. So he's rationally afraid of the walls falling on him, which means he doesn't have a phobia. He's just misinformed, as I said. Somebody who's irrationally afraid of spiders, for example, will acknowledge that spiders can't hurt you. They might have trouble acknowledging that, of course, because they're irrationally afraid of spiders, but they can understand the logic and the science behind spiders and what they are and all that, but they will still be afraid of spiders. Somebody who is claustrophobic will understand that they will not actually, like, claustrophobia is probably a better example than the spiders, because a person who is claustrophobic mostly just gets panic attacks when they're in close quarters, close confinements. It's not really, they're not afraid of anything. They're not in the sense that they're not afraid that the walls are going to close in on them, even though it might feel like that, but it's not, that's not a rational, that's not what they rationalize. So it's just, it's weird that they portrayed him to be not phobic. Oh boy. Common treasures. We've heard of this place. Hello. What a lovely purple dress that you have.
Your lips to his ears.
Indeed. Rumors?
The hunger is one of Lord Sheogorath's favorite pets.
A Daedra. Or Daedric. Daedric monster. Let me see what you have.
I have much to offer, and I'm always on the lookout for more.
Are you, though? Ooh, bear pelts. I need a bunch of those. I'll buy those. Thanks. Basically.
That seems like a fair exchange. If you have anything else to sell, I'd gladly consider an offer.
You're the first trader I talk to that refers to me as selling things to you, rather than you selling things to me. It's always like what you want the merchants for is to sell things to them, but they always talk to you as if they want to sell things to you. But she's the first one that does that, does the opposite.
Take care.
Mm-hmm. Somebody's in here.
Is that fresh bread I smell?
I don't know.
Rendil Drorara, chef extraordinaire at your service. You haven't truly eaten a decent meal until you've had my strawberry harava, green moat, lime surprise, and spiderling under glass.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye indeed.
Yes, what? I am Wide-Eye, steward to his grace, the greatest Duke of Mania and all of history, Théoden. He is my reason for being, my purpose in life.
How nice.
See you later.
Let's go into the palace. I believe this is the only way into the palace, apart from New Sheogorath. We can't really tell too much. But let's not go into New Sheogorath for right now. Let's go into the palace grounds. Oh, this is...
Yes, what is it?
Hi, it's you, again. This is looking pretty awesome. Very Dark Souls-like. You can even see into the outside and whatnot. And you can see into the other district that we just came in through. And just a lot of these busts. And a lot of these crystals as well. It's the first time we see them in here in the city. Not in the world, but in the city. Huh. So very Gothic architecture. The buttresses, the flying buttresses, they're a little bit weird, but certainly Gothic in style. Everything is very Gothic. The windows and the little things at the top, and those little things. Yeah, this is like they might have taken inspiration directly from a Gothic palace or castle. A lot of these little arches. Very cool. Very, very cool. This is definitely my favorite type of architecture, Gothic architecture. I don't know why, but yeah, that's why I like Warhammer 40k so much. Just because they drive their spaceships are basically cathedrals, Gothic cathedrals no less. Hi.
Speak quickly.
I meant to. I'm sorry.
Go.
Wait, there's a Dark Seducer on this side.
Blessings, citizen.
They're so much nicer.
Mad God's blessings.
Goodbye.
Walk with our Lord.
See? A lot nicer. What do we have over here? House of the Mencha. And over here, Sheogorath's Palace. Sheogorath's Palace. And the House of Mania. Let's start with the Mencha first. I mean, we're gonna start first with the... That's how starting works. Anyway, let's start with the Mencha. Well, we have people in here. Hello.
What? I am Kiflin, steward of Lady Syl. Unless you have reason to be here, your presence is unwelcome.
My presence is unwelcome? Have you heard any rumors?
Every person in Split has been divided into their manic and demented halves.
In Split? That's interesting.
Bye.
Hi. Are you the... Hello.
Greetings.
Who's the boss here? Because you're both crown, and the thing is, you have a bigger cleavage, and I think you might be the boss because of it.
What do you want?
I want rumors.
Rumor has it there's another adventurer trying to get into the realm. One more person to take up arms against me.
I wonder if she's referring to me.
Bye.
Goodbye.
I'm Anya Herrick. I serve Lady Syl, and she allows me to remain protected within the House of Dementia. I'm so grateful to her.
Have you heard any rumors?
I hear the heretics in the lands of Mania summon hungers to fight by their sides.
Everybody can summon things, don't worry about it.
Goodbye for now.
For now. So we have a throne that I'm forbidden to sit on. We have... Wait. We have two entrances? Oh, the palace grounds. This is to Sheogorath's palace. Of course, of course. It's so good that we can see outside. The original game doesn't have that. Hi. Nelrine?
Mad God's blessings.
I'm sorry, you were...
Walk with our Lord.
You were named, and I don't know. She looks different from the others. Her face, I mean, is different. I think the other ones all look the same. But I might be wrong on that. They are copy-pasted, or maybe they're not. Look at all this stuff. I mean, I might as well look inside. It's a room. Bit of patty, soul jam, apprentice things in here. I need Grandmaster stuff. I wonder if we're gonna find Grandmaster stuff in this DLC. Just lying around. Some void essence. And this, I suppose... No, it's to the private gardens. And of course, I was gonna say, I suppose it's to the palace itself. But it isn't. What is this thing, though?
Blessings of the Mad God.
Who are you? Ever heard any rumors?
Don't waste your wonderful poisons on...
I know.
Goodbye.
It's Wes Johnson. And he's got a cold. We got hungers. And a torture device. And a push button. And a lot of blood. This iron gate is closed. It's open though, which is interesting. Goodbye. Okay. So we'll go into the palace eventually.
Speak quickly, mortal.
And let's go this way, because it's probably a symmetrical building, just with people that are different. Oh, it doesn't have people. It's got food, though. What is that? Alocasia fruit. It looks lovely. That chair looks awful to sit on. I would die. I would literally explode. Oh, I think I know why they're not here. It's too early.
Greetings, friend.
Cutter sells weapons in Crucible, but you won't catch me going there.
I try not to buy anything from the Demented.
Blessings of the Mad God.
Indeed. Rumors?
Tilsa Erelith has quite a collection of things for sale at Common Treasures.
Mm-hmm.
See you.
Hi.
Is that the boss? Yeah, there's a crown. We just got the Golden Saints going around.
Speak, sister. Speak, sister.
Did you see them say speak sister to each other twice? They are really uptight. Thaden. That's a pretty cool painting.
What? What is it? Very busy. Things to do, or see, or something.
For sure. Rumors?
Someone new comes to the Isles. Much more interesting than someone old.
Ah. Okay.
See you later.
I think he might be the boss. Oh, now you're here.
What?
Okay.
Take care.
I will. I'll also go into the house of Sheogorath. Isn't that our objective? I haven't looked at our objective in a while. I think it is. I think it is here. Yes, it is. We're gonna do the main quest. Well, well, well. Look who it is. It's our friend over there. And Sheogorath, I assume. Look at the different things.
Always a pleasure. Yes, is there something you require?
Well, I guess you don't say much, do you?
Enlightening as always.
A new arrival! Shame about my gatekeeper. I'm so happy I could just tear out your intestines and strangle you with them. I suppose an introduction is in order. I'm Sheogorath, Prince of Madness, and other things. I'm not talking about them. You've probably figured that out by now. Let's hope so. or we're in real trouble. And out come the intestines, and I skip rope with them. But perhaps now's not the time. You've made it this far, farther than anyone else. Well done. Take this trinket of mine. Perhaps it will serve you well, or look lovely on your corpse.
What do you want?
I've been waiting for you, or someone like you, or someone other than you for some time. I need a champion, and you've got the job! Time to save the realm, rescue the damsel, slay the beast, or die trying. Your help is required. A change is coming. Everything changes, even Daedric princes, especially Daedric princes.
Changes.
Daedra are the embodiment of change and permanency. I'm no different, except in the ways that I am. The Grey March is coming, and you're going to stop it.
Grey March.
The details aren't important, at least not right now. Eternity is on a rather tight deadline. We'll get back to that later.
What now?
Now, you run an errand for me. An important one. Of course, anything I tell you to do is important. My realm, my rules. You're going to Zedilian, one of my favorite spots in the Isles. It's a little place I used to take care of unwanted visitors. And some are more unwanted than others.
Like me, for example, who is going to Zedilian, I assume. Why Zedilian?
The gatekeeper takes care of most of the unwanted, but he's dead. We'll have to remedy that soon as well. Anyway, there are those that have other ways into my realm, and they're on the move. We don't want them here, trust me. So, you're going to get Zedilian up and running. Here's a little book to tell you how. And the Attenuator of Judgment. You'll need that too. Of course, you can always get more details from Haskell. He's a detail-oriented type of person. A big help. And a snappy dresser. Now, get going, before I change my mind. Or my mind changes me.
No, I will not get going. I'm afraid you are going to have to bathe me with your exuberant voice acting from a actor who is not Scottish, but I believe is trying to do a Scottish accent. And I am not Scottish, so I can't say if it is correct or not. It sounds reasonably correct, although he's American. Wes Johnson is American. Tell me about the Grey March. What is that?
Really? No need to trouble yourself with the details of that now. It would just cloud your little mind. What is important is getting to Zedilian. Quickly! Before I get bored. Oh, you wouldn't like me when I'm bored.
Tell me about New Sheogorath.
New Sheogorath. My home away from places that aren't my home. The current location is much better than some of the prior ones, don't you think?
I'm sure. Tell me about yourself.
Yes? Speaking to me? Well, I'm he. He's me. And others as well. Or they were, weren't they?
What about the Shivering Isles?
The Isles! The Isles! A wonderful place! Except when it's horrible. Then it's horribly wonderful. Good for a visit. Or for an eternity.
What about Zedilian?
A little busy here! I'm trying to decide what to have for dinner. Oh, how I love eating. One of my favorite things to do. Talk to Haskell if you need more information. He's got more brains than a brain pie. Oh, Brain pie. Perfect! Care to donate?
Yeah, you can tell that his Scottish, his R's are not very consistent. Like he's got the brain he says the brain pine. He doesn't roll his R's as much as I do, which is good because otherwise it's ridiculous. Brain pie is just not correct at all. But then he says care to donate, where instead of where he should say care to donate. Even though the A on the care should be different, because I think it is different. I'm not really sure.
You can go now. Run along, Scoot.
Haskell?
The Mad God has given you a task. Surely someone of your copious talent should be able to handle it?
Yes, tell me about him.
He is the Prince of Madness, the ruler of the Shivering Isles.
Tell me about the Shivering Isles.
The Shivering Isles is what Sheogorath wills it to be.
Well, thank you very much. Tell me about Zedilian.
Yes, quite an amazing place, really. Wonderful for relieving one's tension as you watch those troublesome adventurers suffer. No offense. I'd say your next move is to head to Zedilian and get it reactivated.
Watch those wonderful troublesome adventures suffer? What do you mean reactivated?
Yes? Ah, silly me. The book has no pictures. Can't really expect you to read that now, can I? To reactivate Zedilian for my lord's pleasure, you'll need to find 3 focus crystals and return them to their resting place. Each crystal has a matching receptacle called a judgment nexus. Even you can't miss them. Without the crystals in place, the resonator of judgment, Zedilian's power source, cannot be restored.
And that's it.
You have the attenuator, the manual, and a map. I'm certainly not going to carry you there, so I'd suggest you get to it. Place one foot in front of the other. You know how it goes.
No.
The Mad God has given you a task. Surely someone of your copious talent should be able to handle it?
Yes, but you have another line over here about Zedilian.
I'd suggest you make haste and get to Zedilian. My Lord Sheogorath does not like those who lollygag. Or maybe he does? Bah, just get going.
Absolutely.
I live to serve.
Look at his fingers. Anyway, let's read that book. If I can find it. Manual of Zedilian. On the subject of Zedilian's construction, Lord Sheogorath, let me begin by extending the warmest regards to you and your noble being. The construction was completed on time and well under budget as you demanded. Open parentheses, open quotes, under pain of fun, end quote. I believe you are quoted as saying, close parentheses, and with only the most infinitesimal loss of life. I am proud to say that by harnessing the energy of that most unusual crystalline formation, Zedilian should maintain itself for years to come. With proper maintenance, of course. At your request, I have included the full operation instructions for each section of the site. If you have any other questions, please feel free to bother me anytime, like when you originally thought of this idea in the middle of the night. The heart of Zedilian is its power source, the resonator of judgment. By tuning this huge chunk of crystal with the attenuator of judgment, a tuning fork of sorts, we have released a wave of siren-like sound that will draw anyone from outside the Isles. 3 focus crystals have been placed throughout the site to assist in keeping this wave of sound even and stable. This site will not function without all 3 focus crystals running in unison, so it's important to keep them clean and safe on their, quote, cradles, unquote, which I have called their judgment nexus. The focus crystals are irreplaceable at this time, so take proper precautions guarding the site when not in use. Zedilian is split into 3 encounter areas linked with the latest in arcane transport technology. As the hapless, quote, Zedilianites, unquote. It was fun to experiment on them, thank you for that. This shouldn't be between quotes. Like, the usage of quotes here worries me tremendously. As the hapless Zedilianites make their way through each room, they are subjected to a test based either on the manic philosophy or that of the Demented, whichever suits your whim at the time. All you need to do is push a single button, then sit back with your favorite wine. We have provided luxurious observation platforms from which to enjoy the show, and watch the result. Each encounter area has a unique theme that matches your requests as close as we could provide. I think you'll be pleased with the results. Below, I have detailed each room and the effects you can expect from them in brief, as I know your lordship is busy. Chamber of Conversion, a fairly empty room with a large grating on the floor and single half-sized, quote, harmless, unquote, gnarl wandering in the center. Manic, I don't know who they're quoting when they say harmless. Manic result. Our small, harmless, not quote, unquote this time, gnarl will be grown in size to nearly thrice that of the average Zedelianite, not between quotes either. Most we observe run around in an attempt to escape the lumbering creature. Eventually it will stop and fade away. The magic of the room is enhanced by the spore gas we pump in through the grating. Demented result, our tiny friend, Gnarl, is joined by a small swarm of its brethren, and they attack our surprised guests. Genius. And then we have a bunch of other rooms, and we'll read them when we find them. I hope you are pleased with the results of Zedelian. I know you'll have just as much fun using it as we had fun constructing it. Strangely, we have yet to receive payment for the site, but I am sure it is just a minor oversight, and it will be corrected as soon as your lordship has a mome. Of course. I'll take my leave.